Alright, on this video we're going to talk about elimination. Okay, so in the previous video we talked about substitution. Now we're going to talk about elimination. Okay, so we're going to say solving simultaneous equations using the elimination method. All right. So be heading using solving simultaneous equation using the elimination method. Right. So this is coming from elimination. Okay, from eliminate. So that means that somehow we're gonna be eliminating one of the variable to find the answer for the other, and then we're gonna come back to the original question to find the answer for the other variable. Okay, so example. Right. Okay, so let's say that we have something like this. We're gonna do easy one and then a more challenging one. Okay, question 1. Let's say that we have things like x plus 2y equal to 7. That is my equation. And then let's say that we have another one that's a 3x plus 2y is equal to -1. Okay, that is my equation 2. Okay, when you do elimination, it doesn't matter which one looks simpler or more complicated, but what matters is this. So when you have an equation like this, you're going to have number in front of the variable. Okay, so, and we call the number coefficient. So that means that the coefficient of x in this case is equal to 1. The coefficient of y is 2. The coefficient on this one is 3. And the coefficient on this one is 2. Okay, the coefficient of y in this one is also 2. And these two are called constants. Okay, because they don't change. This term doesn't change. This does because that depends on the value of y. Okay, for example, if y equals 3, then this becomes 6. If this is equal to 4, then this becomes 8, and so on. But this one stays the same. It doesn't matter what. Okay, so the technique is like this. So you need to look at this equation, and then you gotta see whether you have the same coefficient for the x or the same coefficient for y. Now, the coefficient can be a different sign or same sign. In this case, we have +2, so they have exactly the same sign, but they can have opposite sign. Okay, but we're gonna say this. Do we have the same number in front of the x? Obviously no. Do we have the same number in front of the y? Yes. Okay, so we have 2 and 2. When things like this happen, then you say yes, we are going to eliminate y first. And this is how you do it. So what we're going to do, we are going to subtract equation 2 from 1. So we're going to do 1 take away 2. So we're going to do the first equation, take away the second one. Okay, and then when you do so, then this is how you do it. I'm going to put a take away right there, just to indicate that we are going to take away this from here. Okay, so we're going to do x minus 3x, then the answer is going to be minus 2x. And then we have 2y minus 2y, then is 0. So we have eliminated the y. And then we're going to do 7 take away minus 1, so negative and negative made positive. So that means that this becomes 7 plus 1, which is 8. Okay, And then we are going to divide by -2, so we do x equals 8 divided by -2 is -4. Right, so we already found, okay, we already found the answer for x. Okay, so you can see elimination works quicker than substitution. Okay, and then we are going to substitute this number into any of these two. Okay, it doesn't matter, you can substitute it in that one or that one, you get the same answer. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the top one. So I'm gonna say from I, we have that x plus 2y is equal to 7. And then I'm gonna substitute what we already know about x, which is -4, and then plus 2y equals 7. And that will give you 2y equals 7 plus 4, which is 11. And then we divide 11 by 2. Okay, and then that's it. That is the answer. All right, so when you have things like this, when you have a repeating coefficient, then eliminating one of the variables is very, very easy. All right, okay. Another question. I'm gonna do, let me see here, I think I got enough space in here. But I'm gonna put a line here so I can use this page for more examples. All right, okay, so question 2. Okay, let's say that we have 2a plus 3y, no 3b, just to be consistent with the alphabet. Doesn't matter, okay, but yeah. 2a plus 3b is equal to, let's say 4. Okay, so that is my equation 1. And then let's say that we have, let's say that we have a minus 3b equal to 7. That is my second equation. Okay, and so we have 2a plus 3b equals 4 and a minus 3b equals 7. Okay, and then we're going to answer the same question. Do we have the same coefficient for a? No. In here we have 2 and in here we got 1. Do we have the same coefficient for b? Well, this is positive 3 and this is negative 3, but we're going to say that we have the same magnitude for b. Okay, so in here we got positive 3, so we're going into the right, and in here we got minus 3. We're going to the left, but they have the same magnitude. Okay, so when they have the same magnitude, okay, the same number, regardless of the sign, then we are lucky because then we can eliminate b. Okay, but unlike the other one, in the other one we take away. Okay, so if you remember, in here we take away equation 1, take away equation 2, but in this case, if you take away, we're not going to eliminate the b. Okay, so if you do 3b minus 3b, then this becomes 3b plus 3b, and yeah, you're not going to eliminate the b. Okay, so that means that for this case, when they have opposite sign, then you plus them. Okay, so we're going to say equation I plus equation 2i. So we plus them and see what happens. So in here, if you want, you can put plus. Okay, and then we're going to have 2a plus another a is just 3a. If you plus 3b plus minus 3b, they cancel each other. Okay, so then we're going to have 4 plus 7, which is 11. Okay, so therefore a is equal to 11 on 3. Great. Okay, so we have the answer for a. And then we can find the answer for B, just substituting B into any of these. I'm gonna pick the second one. Okay, you can pick the other one if you want to, but I'm gonna say from 2, we have that A minus 3B is equal to 7. And then I'm gonna substitute A equal 11 on 3, so 11 on 3 minus 3B equal to 7. And then I'm gonna do minus 3B is equal to 7 minus 11 over 3, so I'm gonna do 7 take away 11 ABC 3, and the answer is 3 1/3. Okay, so it's 3 1/3, so I'm gonna put 3 1/3, and then we're gonna divide this by -3, so we're gonna divide that by -3. Okay, so the answer is -1 and 1 over 9. -1 and 1 over 9. Okay, so that is the answer for B. All right. Okay, so you're gonna put a line here so you don't get confused with the other one. Okay, so that's how you find the answer for A and B when you have a situation like this. Okay, so we need to make the distinction between taking them away and adding them. Okay, so you can see that when we have the same value, including the sign, we take them away. But if they have opposite sign, then we plus them together. That's how we eliminate them. All right, let's do another one. Okay, so this is question 3. Okay, let's say that you have this situation. You have 2x plus 5y equal to -1, and then in here you got okay, let's say 3x minus y is equal to 7. All right, so we have this situation here. Okay, obviously we don't have the same coefficient for x, and we don't have the same coefficient for y. So in here we got plus 5, in here we got -1, so obviously they are different. Okay, so when you have this, then what we can do in this particular question, I really want to have the y with the same coefficient, okay, with the same magnitude. Okay, and so because then I can eliminate the y. We can eliminate the x's, but I think it's easier if we eliminate the y, and then later you're going to realize why. Okay, so if we are going to eliminate the y, I need to multiply this entire equation by 5. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to multiply, I'm going to put a line here. I'm going to multiply this entire equation by 5. So then that becomes 15x minus 5y, and then in here we got 35, and I'm going to call this equation 3 to distinguish this from the other one. Okay, but the good thing about doing that is that now we have plus 5y, and then in here we got negative 5y. So we can eliminate this y very, very easy by addition. Okay, so we need to add them together, and that's how we're going to eliminate the y. So we're going to say 1 plus 2, no, plus 3. Okay, so we're doing this one and that one. That's what we need to do. And here we go. So we're going to have 2x plus 15, so we're going to have 17x. The y, they cancel each other. We got 5y minus 5y, so when you put them together, the answer is 0. And on the other side, we're going to have -1 plus 35, so it's going to be 34. 34. And then we divide 34 by 17. Okay, so the answer is going to be 2. So 34 divided by 17 is just 2. Alright, so we have the answer for x, and then we're going to find the answer for y. Okay, to find the answer for y, we can choose any of these. So I'm going to pick, let me see, I'm going to pick the second one, okay, because we don't have any other number by -1 in front of the y, so it's easier in this case. So we're going to say from the second one, we have that 3x minus y is equal to 7. But I know already that x is equal to 2, so this is going to be 3 times 2 minus y is equal to 7. So then we're going to have 6 minus y equal to 7. And therefore, we're going to have minus y equals 7 minus 6, which is equal to 1. And then we swap the negative to the other side. So we're going to have y equal to positive 1. And that is the answer for that. Okay. All right, so we have the answer for x, we have the answer for y, then we finish. All right, okay, and then we're going to do 2 more, and then that's it. And that illustrates how you do the elimination method. Okay, let's do 2 more. So this question 3, question 4 now. Question number 4. Okay, let's say that we have this. We have 2n minus 3n equal to positive 7. And in here, let's say that we have 5m plus, let's say 4n equal negative 3. All right, let's say that we have these 2 simultaneous equations. Okay, so in here is very challenging because we don't have the same coefficient for the m, and we don't have the same coefficient for the n. Okay, and we can multiply one equation by some particular number, but that will never make the other one the same. Okay, so in cases like this, we have to multiply the top equation and the bottom equation by a convenient number. Okay, so if we are going to eliminate the n, we have to multiply the top equation by 4 and the bottom equation by 3. But if you want to eliminate the m, then you multiply the top equation by 5 and the bottom equation by 2. Right, I'm going to have to make a decision. I'm going to eliminate the n. Okay, so that means that I'm going to multiply this by 4 and I'm going to multiply this by 3. Okay, so that means that we are going to create 2 more equations. Alright, so we're going to multiply this entire equation by 4, so then we're going to have 8m minus 12n equal 28, and this is going to be equation 3. And then I'm going to multiply the bottom one by 3. Okay, that's good because then we're going to have 12 in here. So 3 times 5 is 15, so we're going to have 15m, and then plus 12n, yes, that's really, really good. And then 3 times negative 3, which is negative 9. Okay, and that will give us the other equation. And then in here, well, we can see that we're going to be eliminating the n. Okay, we need to eliminate the n. and we're gonna do so by adding these two equations. Okay, adding because they have negative and positive, so when we put them together they cancel each other. All right, so we're gonna say equation 3 plus equation 4. That means 8 plus 15 is 23m. We know that these two cancel each other, and in here we're going to have 28 minus 9, so it's going to be 19, positive 19. So therefore m is equal to 19 divided by 23, and we cannot simplify that. So that is the answer. And then we're going to substitute this m into any of these 1, 2, 3, 4 equations. Normally we pick the top one because they have a lower coefficient. So I'm gonna pick, let's say, I'm gonna pick the second one from here. So I'm gonna say from 2, we have 5m plus 4n equal negative 3. And by substituting what we know about m, then we're gonna find the answer for n. So we're gonna do 5 multiplied by 19 over 23 plus 4n is equal to negative 3. And then we're gonna simplify and this, so it's going to be 5 multiplied by 19 ABC 23, so that will give you 4 and 3 on 23, so this is 4, 3 on 23 plus 4n equal negative 3, and then we're gonna move this over the other side, so that means that we have to do negative 3 minus that. Okay, so we're gonna say negative 3 minus 4 ABC 2. No, what am I doing? So negative 3 take away 4 ABC 3 ABC 23. So that is equal to negative 7. So we got 4n is equal to negative 7 and 3 on 23. And then we are going to divide this number, this one, by 4. So divide by 4 equal, so the answer is negative 1 and 18 over 23. Okay. Right. Okay, so that is the answer for this question. Okay, and like I said, we're going to do one more, and that is going to be the end of this session, or this video, I should say. All right. Okay, so this is question 5 now. Okay, let's say that we have it's 4p minus 3q, that is equal to negative 5. So that is my first equation. And then in here we have 3p plus 2q equal, let's say, 10. Okay, so we got these two equations. All right, again, so in here we have different coefficients. Okay, so in here the coefficient is 4, and here is 3, and this is negative 3, and this is positive 2. All right, so this time what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna I'm going to eliminate the p. I can eliminate the q, but to eliminate p, I'm going to multiply the top by 3 and the other one by 4. Okay, this is just pure coincidence. In the other one we do 4 and 3, and here 3 and 4. Just coincidence. Okay, so then if you do that, then we're going to be creating another 2 equations. So the top one is going to be 12p minus 9q equal to negative 15. So that is going to be my equation 1, 2, 3. And the other one is going to be 12p plus 8q equal to 40. And that is the other one. Okay. And then we can see that this time we need to take away, because we are eliminating the p and the coefficient have the same sign. Okay, they are both positive, positive 12 and positive 12. So we need to take them away. So we do equation 3 minus equation 4. Okay, so 12 minus 12 is 0. Okay, and I'm gonna take away in there. And then we need to be careful, because this time we're gonna do negative 9 minus 8. Okay, so it's gonna be negative 9 and negative 8, so it's negative 17. So negative 17q. And then negative 15 take away 40, so it's gonna be negative 55. 55. And then, so therefore q is going to be equal to negative 55 divided by negative 17. Okay, negative and negative made positive, and we cannot simplify these two. So that means that the answer is going to be just that. All right. And then finally, we're going to substitute this q into any of these 4 equations. I'm going to pick let's see, I'm gonna pick the second one. So I'm gonna say from 2 we have that 3p plus 2q is equal to 10. Okay, so therefore 3p plus 2 times 55 over 7 is equal to 10. Okay, and then we're going to find the answer for 2 times that. Okay, 2 times 55 ABC 7 is equal to 15 and 5 over 7. So it's 3p plus 15 5 over 7 is equal to 10. And then we need to move this over there, so we have to do 10, take away that, so it's 10, take away 15, ABC, 5, ABC, 7. Okay, that will give you 3p is equal to negative 5 over 7. And then we need to divide this number by 3. So divide by 3 equal p equal negative 1, 19 on 21. Okay, and negative. Okay, so this is negative 1 and 19 over 21. All right, so that's it. So that ends this elimination method for solving simultaneous equation. Okay, so I hope this will help you to understand how we do substitution and elimination. We already did the graphical solution. I'm gonna maybe put a video in the future about that, but we are gonna leave it in here. Okay, so that is the end for this video.